But shall we look, AJ, at game week 3? Obviously, that was a few weeks ago. Obviously, we had an international break. Obviously, a lot of players, town players, who were playing for their countries, which is great to see. But shall we take a look at how we both did, and then look at maybe some of the big, scorers as well in our league? I think the average was 64. The highest was 130 points. I only got 57 points. So I didn't even get average. What was your average? What was your points?
I got 92, so
wow.
I'm quite happy with that. It's a high average. I'd say that was primarily helped by Haaland and Salah. I think they both scored 17, and I had both of them, and I had Haaland captained. So add those two together, and then had Isak and Wood, I think both scored. Saka got an assist, I believe. Rico Lewis got an assist, and Dean Henderson made 1,000,001 saves away at Chelsea. So lots of points there. It is worth pointing out as well that 130 is not from our league. That's the highest points across the game. When you look at ours, let's have a look. I think that the highest I can see on here is 100 from game week 3, 101 I've just seen, 103, 105. That's kind of the highest numbers, low hundreds or so. So don't worry if you're quite a way off 130. That's not the highest in our league, but quite happy with 92, yeah.
I'm not happy with 57 though. I'm just having a look at mine. Didn't have what's like Isak, he got 18 for me. I captained him, so as you mentioned, so not too bad. That's actually helped me because everyone else Pedro got 8. Did he score again? So that's good.
Did you forget about your captaincy pick here? Because I'm not saying that Isak would have been a terrible one, but I feel like putting him in, captaining him against Spurs, who are top 6 team, was that one where you forgot about it?
I just knew he was going to score against Spurs. Everyone scores against Spurs, don't they? So at least get one. Maybe, I don't know. I probably wasn't looking at the matchups. I think that's what I need to start doing. I think that's a new thing, a pointer that for everyone out there as well, just like me, look at the matchups, see who's playing who. And that's probably an obvious thing, but I just didn't think about it. So that's my new thing. So I think, going forward, captaining and, putting people on the bench and stuff. Like on my bench, I've got so many points. Like Jared Bowen got 5. Leif Davis got 7 because he got that assist against Fulham. And Michael Keane got 6. And obviously Everton threw away that lead. But he got 6 points. He got more points than Pedro Porro, Mitchell and Robertson. So... And then
your Michael Keane pick was interesting, wasn't it? Because I think it was the week before you had someone who didn't play. I think it might have been Phil Foden, and you had Keane as your number 1 sub. I said to you, you are doomed, mate. And he came on, didn't do anything. And it really came back even worse than the following week. But of all players to score as well, Michael Keane, I remember having a look at your bench to think that is painful. There's almost about half your points tally that you picked up. About half of that's on your bench, so you could have been well into the average if you'd had some of those players.
Yeah, that's 18 points there. If I didn't, I don't know, like Palmer and Saka got 6 for me. Smith Rowe, I maybe should have switched Bowen and Smith Rowe, definitely with Smith Rowe playing Ipswich at that point. And like Son was a new signing of mine, and he got 3 points, which is just disgraceful. Yeah. Rag got 2 for Arsenal because they drew obviously against Brighton, which obviously Pedro scored. Not a good week for me, I'll have to admit. Obviously, game week 2 I got 77, and then actually game week 1 I had a dreadful time. I had 52. So how's your week's been so far, AJ? I know we've done podcasts previously on this, so you would have listened to those, I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen. But what's your game week's been so far? What's the points totals?
Building nicely, 73, 79, 92. So that's quite good. I think, that steady progression is quite nice. I've used some points to make some changes because the team at the start was an issue where I had Barco, who has now been sent out on loan, so he had to come out. I had Dominic Solanke, who I think might be back this kind of run before the next international break, and then Jarrell Quansah, who I saw in the flesh get absolutely bullied by Liam Delap, and I don't think he's been seen since. So looking at those, there were changes to make, have gone through and done those. The biggest thing that I did was having Haaland and Salah, and it's a bit of a shame in a way that to be good at this game, you have to do what the majority of people are going to do and have those players in. I think between them, Haaland was 15, Salah was 12, wasn't he? So that's over half of, just over a quarter, of your budget going on to 2 players. Haaland's since gone up to 15.2, which is mental. Salah's gone up to 12.7. He was starting off on 12.5, sorry. But when you look at the points hauls, we can talk about some of the big scorers in a minute.
Do it now, mate.
I mean, look at what Salah got. I think he's the top scoring midfielder. I sent you the list there. You have a look. Salah, I think he's top scorer with 41 points in total, 14 against Ipswich, 10 against Brentford, 17 against Man United. And then Erling Haaland, who I have had set as captain for the last couple of weeks, 7 against Chelsea, 17 against Ipswich, and 17 against West Ham, back-to-back hat-tricks. It's just unfair to have a player like him, A, in your squad full stop as like a football team, and B, in your FPL squad, because the points he's picking up is ridiculous. Haaland is also on 41, so they're both on 41. Are there any others that kind of catch your eye in terms of the standouts that we've got on those top scorers?
Yeah, I'll now look now. And I'm the idiot right here. That's probably why I'm doing rubbish, because I haven't got Haaland or Salah in my team yet.